then the consequence can be severe. Imagine having the strongest vault in the world, but giving someone the master key. They don't need to break in. They simply encryption is only as trustworthy as the protection surrounding the cryptographic keys. And that's why protecting keys is often more important than protecting the systems around them. Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Physical isolation creates an additional layer of protection that software alone cannot easily provide.
Hey everyone, welcome back to SecureDApp. As always, this is your host and host Kunal, and today we are back with a new episode of the Quantum series. And today I have been joined by Mr. Rahul Kumar, who is the product head of Quantum World itself. We will move further with him, but before we move further to him, let me just introduce myself. I'm Kunal Chowdhury, Assistant Manager, Marketing, SecureDApp. And today we are going to talk about a technology, a tech that banks trust more than the firewalls. So, to uh, share his views on this particular topic, I have Rahul Kumar. So, Rahul, first of all, thank you for joining. And how are you?
Thank you, Kunal. It's great to be here at Quantum World. Our focus is to help organizations secure the most sensitive cryptographic assets. Let's see how this conversation goes. Looking forward for it.
Absolutely, Rahul. We will definitely cover most of the things that our organization, people around, that they need to know. So let's start with the basic, Rahul. Many people have heard the term HSM, but don't really know what it means. So what exactly is HSM?
Well, HSM stands for Hardware Security Model in simple terms. So the technical definition sounds simple, but the concept is extremely important. Think of an HSM as a highly secure digital vault specifically designed to generate, store, or protect cryptographic keys. These are the keys that enable encryptions, digital signature, authentication systems, even the payment processings and secure communications.
So unlike the traditional server, this device exists specifically on protect secrets.
Exactly, a traditional server performs many functions, and HSM has a specialized mission: protect cryptographic keys. Not only does it store them securely, but it also performs cryptographic operations inside the hardware itself. This significantly reduces the risk of the exposure.
Absolutely. And can we say that this is why banks rely on them?
Absolutely. Banks, payments, and networks, governments, cloud providers, telecom companies, healthcare organization all depends on cryptographic trust, and protecting the keys behind the trust is where HSM comes in.
Absolutely, I can get it. Uh, let's take a step back, Rahul. Why are cryptographic keys so important?
Well, because cryptographic keys are the foundation of digital trust. Whenever you make an online payment, access cloud services, verify your identity, or connect securely to a website, or cryptographic keys are working behind the scenes. Without those keys, encryption doesn't function, authentication doesn't function, trust doesn't function.
Okay, and when I hear this, na Rahul, uh, there is a concept that I'm getting in my mind that if somebody steals these keys, what happens?
Then the consequence can be severe. Imagine having the strongest vault in the world, but giving someone the master key. They don't need to break in. They simply walk through the front door. And that's exactly what happens when the attackers obtain cryptographic keys. The encryption itself may remain mathematically secure, but trust has already been compromised.
Yeah, that's a powerful way to think about it.
And that's why protecting keys is often more important than protecting the systems around them.
Yeah, I completely agree on that, Rahul. So, we have seen many organizations store keys in software environments. Why isn't uh that's enough?
because software environments face severe challenges. You have operating systems, applications, cloud workloads, administrative access, memory exposure, malware threats, and insider risks. Every additional layer creates another potential attack surface.
So even if encryptions is strong, the surrounding environment becomes what you say weak.
Exactly. Attackers often target where keys are stored rather than attempting to break the encryption itself. That approach is usually much easier, and HSM addresses this by isolating cryptographic material inside dedicated hardware specifically designed for security.
So it would not be wrong if we say that we are essentially moving trust from software into a specialized hardware.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. Physical isolation creates an additional layer of protection that software alone cannot easily provide.
Fair enough, Rahul. Uh, I have heard the word tamper resistance. So one of the most fascinating things about HSMs is the word that I mentioned, that is their feature rather, tamper resistance capabilities. What happens if somebody physically attacks that particular device which we are protecting?
Okay, so this is where HSMs become very different from traditional hardware. Many enterprise grade HSMs contain tamper detection mechanisms. If unauthorized physical access is detected, the system can automatically erase sensitive cryptographic information.
So the device prioritizes protecting the keys over protecting itself, you mean to say?
Ye- yes, exactly. Hardware can be replaced, trust cannot be. If the keys remain secure, organization can recover. If the keys are compromised, the impact can spread across entire the systems.
Okay, so now I get it why these protections are taken so seriously.
Absolutely. When you are protecting bank transactions, digital identities, even payment networks and critical infrastructure, security requirements becomes extremely strict and important.
Yeah. So Rahul, we often hear AI that, AI this, AI is coming, AI is going to take your job, AI is going to break the traditional blockchain security, traditional security. So we are entering into, or rather, we are into an AI era, automation, and even when we talk about quantum computing, how does that this particular thing change the entire conversation?
Well, it makes cryptographic security even more important. Every year, we are creating more digital systems, more connected devices, more automated decision making, and more machine to machine communications. All of this depends on trust.
And trust ultimately, it won't be wrong saying that trust ultimately depends on cryptography.
Yes, exactly. An organization prepare for future threats, including quantum error risk. They need strong control over cryptographic assets. That's why secure key management and HSM based infrastructure continue to grow in importance.
Absolutely. So, Rahul, we will do a quick cyber myth test. So, let's do a myth versus reality thing. Strong encryption automatically guarantees security. Is it a myth or
Well, I
it's
will
the
tell it
truth?
it's a reality. Encryption is only as trustworthy as the protection surrounding the cryptographic keys. If attackers gain access to the keys, encryption loses much of its value.
And that's probably one of the biggest misconception in cybersecurity today.
Yes, I completely agree to it. Organizations often focus on algorithms while overlooking key protections.
Absolutely. So most of the people will never see an HSM. Most of the people will never interact with one. Yet billions of people depends on them every day without realizing it.
Yeah, that's the fascinating part. Modern civilizations increasingly relies on invisible trust infrastructure. HSMs may operate quietly in the background, but they play a critical role in securing digital trust. And as our world becomes more connected, protecting cryptographic keys will only become more important.
I completely agree with you on this, Rahul. So, Rahul, can you tell something about the product that you are the head of, that is named as Quantum World? So, how this things helps uh, with the traditional quantum computing that is coming?
The Quantum Vault is a product where we have the HSM based key management system. So in this system, we help every organization like healthcare, banks, and most of the organization which use the traditional encryption right now. So this will help from the future attacks. The hackers who are storing the, you can say the data right now, it will really be a very, you can say, threat to the future. So we help them protect their data and especially the encrypted data which are being stored by the hackers and the attackers, especially from the future attack.
Absolutely. And what do you think? Which sector will be mostly attacked by this quantum computing, and which is the sector that needs to be urgently moving on to quantum world? What are these sector? Can you name two?
I will say whoever has important data, like you can say every sector, you can say healthcare, mostly I would say banking sector, and even the you can say military, even healthcare sector. These are because those that data are important because they have the data of the public people of India. Even in the banks, you can say we have our accounts there. You can say everything for our, you can say every detail of our us is in the bank. And if you talk about healthcare, we have our health detail, our DNA detail, everything is stored, say in hospitals and all. So these are very,
Yeah,
very much threatful for the future.
absolutely. And I completely agree with you on this because data is something if that if once gets leak, then you cannot get it back. And the data healthcare, if we you mentioned healthcare, because healthcare is something, if some what kind of health deficiency a person is having, if it is stored in the hospitals that we are going, it is stored in the medical that we are going, and if these things are leaked, anyone can take the advantage of these things. Coming back to banks, each and everything is related to our address, related to our wallets, related to our, if we talk about this in India, UPI, BMAP, Google Pay, everything is related to bank. So if they get that particular data, I think that would be a nightmare for a normal person. So I think Quantum World is one of the products that will be proving that that will be tackling this problem first of all, and will be proving that why Quantum World is important, is not was not just made for fun, it is solving a major issue in the society. So first of all, thank you so much, Rahul, for joining. It's a pleasure to have you here, and we'll definitely see you next time on the next episode. So, uh, till then, guys,
Thank you, Kunal. So I would say stay secure, stay safe, especially from the future attack, and your data is very much important to you. So this would be my thing, I would say.
absolutely, Rahul. And for the viewers, please go and check out quantumworld.tech, and you can follow Quantum World on and SecureDApp on all social medias handle as well. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, families, and colleagues. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, SecureDApp. We'll definitely see you next time. But till then, stay safe, stay secure. And as always, I say, you and Rahul said, stay safe, stay secure. And as always, I say, stay ahead. I forgot my line. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much.
Thank you.